Hi, Shane here. You're watching Sam for God, and this is Mark. Check her out.
So hi guys, how you doing? Happy Friday the 13th. Today on the 13th of November 2020, McFly have finally released, their latest studio album called Young Dumb Thrills. If you don't know, I mean, you probably should know this. I'm a huge McFly fan, have been since I was 14 years old. I'm 30 now. That's 16 years of my life basically dedicated to McFly. I'm very excited about this new album. It came out, like I said, today. I had it on pre-order. It's currently on its way to me. I keep checking to see when it's gonna get here. At the moment it's like 3 o'clock, and apparently it should get here by 5 p.m. so I should hopefully have the physical copy soon, but I don't have it just yet. But because I'm so excited and really want to listen to the songs anyway, I have just downloaded the songs on iTunes as well. So you're welcome, McFly. I'm paying you twice. Anyway, yeah, a lot of you guys have actually been asking me to do a reaction video of my first time listening to the album, so that's what this video is going to be about. Okay, so there are 12 tracks on this album as far as I can tell. Number 1 is Happiness. I've already done a full video reacting to my first time watching the Happiness video, so I'll leave that down below if you want to check it out. I'm not going to react to it again. I already know the song. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's not my favorite McFly song, but it's a good song. Number 2 is called Another Song About Love, so let's have a listen. Okay, I've only listened to what, about 7 seconds of the song. This does not sound like McFly whatsoever. Is this even McFly? Like, what? Woke up just fine. Slept until 9. Another song about love. A song about love. Okay, well, so far, obviously, I've just listened to the first bit and the chorus. The chorus is good. I like the chorus. Tom's vocals are very present in there. I'm not sure of the style. Like, I don't understand what McFly are trying to do with this new album. McFly have always been a pop rock band to me. They've always had their elements of rock in their songs, and that's what I've always loved about them. Above the Noise, if you ask any McFly fan, is probably their least favorite album, and that's because with that album, they really changed their music style. Don't get me wrong, I still love Above the Noise, and there are some really good songs on there, but yeah, I much prefer the more guitar heavy, rock heavy, more raw, I guess, McFly, like Radioactive or Wonderland is one of my favorite albums by McFly, so this is strange. Okay, some guitar there. Loving this, loving the, yep, the bass and everything. Okay, so I think we've had enough of the first song now, or the second song on the album. Didn't love it, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm sure I'll enjoy it more the more I listen to it. So the next song, number 3 on the album, is called You're Not Special. Ooh. Fun start. Sorry, before I even continue listening to this, I feel like McFly have gone down a more generic style of music, and genre of music anyway, with this album. It's pop, but it's more dancey. It's what the world wants right now, and I get it. At the end of the day, they want to make money. They want to sell records, so they want to try and appeal to as many people as possible. It's a shame, because I think what really made them special was their kind of more rocky vibe, that sound that they had, that true McFly sound, and I'm not really getting it so far with this album. Didn't get it with Happiness either, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay. Not a fan, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Sorry, I feel really bad. I love McFly. I'm not saying these are bad songs. It's just so different to what McFly normally give out. They're obviously very talented songwriters, but it's gonna take me a while to accept that this is McFly. Do you know what I mean? It's just such a different style for them, and I'm a little bit disappointed. Yeah. I mean, so far I've heard, what, about 4 or 5 songs from this album, because obviously they also released Growing Up and Tonight Is the Night, which I do actually really like. Tonight Is the Night, a couple of months ago, and yeah, overall, every single song from the Lost Songs album that they released last year, I think is better than any of the songs on this album. Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm up for change. I'm very much appreciative of change. It's just, I feel like this is too different, and not in a good way so far. I don't know. Let's continue. Yeah, I think the thing is, as I'm listening to this, I don't realise straight away that it's McFly. To me, it sounds like a generic pop song that you would be hearing right now on the radio. Like, it sounds like an Ollie Murs song, for instance, or a Niall Horan song. And I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Niall's music or Ollie Murs' music, but clearly a lot of people are, and clearly this is why McFly have decided to go down that route, and clearly that's why I'm sad, because I'm like, instead of making your fans happy, it almost feels like you're now trying to make the general public happy, which as a result will obviously give them more money. And I'm like, are you okay with this, McFly? What's happening?
Everybody else is just like everybody else who's just like everybody else who's just like everybody else.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to go to the next song now. Next song is called Head Up. Let's have a listen.
Yeah, I don't wanna look to keep my head up, to keep my head up, to keep my head
None of these songs are sounding like McFly. This is so confusing to me.
to keep my head up. I keep my head on.
Okay, are you like a rapper now? I don't get it. Is that Dougie? I think it might actually be Tom. Oh, I really don't like this. I really do not like this, and I'm so sad. Like I said, I feel like this album is probably going to be more like an Above the Noise kind of album for most McFly fans that we're all going to end up appreciating eventually, but we don't love straight away. Yeah, bit of a shame, but I don't get it. I just really want to talk to them and be like, what were you thinking? What was the thought process behind this new genre? No, it's not a new genre of music, but this new style for them that they've put in this album, because yeah, why? Okay, so track number 5 on the album is Tonight Is the Night, and I do actually like this song. It's a really good song. I love the message behind it. It's probably the most McFly song that I've heard on this album so far. My only problem with Tonight Is the Night is that it's mainly Tom on vocals, and I just miss Danny's voice. I love Danny's voice. It's so weird to me because with the Lost song, it seems like they were putting a lot of Danny on the lead vocals and Tom wasn't really getting too much, and a lot of people were like, oh, we really miss Tom's voice, and now it's the exact opposite. They've like almost eliminated Danny in terms of his vocals, and it's mainly Tom. Yeah, I don't know. I do like Tonight Is the Night though, and I think, like I said, it's the best one so far, so go and watch that by McFly if you want. There's a video of it. I do like it. Number 6 is actually called Young Dumb Thrills, and that's the name of the album, so it better be a good one. Okay. Honestly, this song sounds like a Justin Timberlake song to me. I feel like the sound is so all over the place with this album. No one's gonna be able to listen to this and straight away think this is a McFly song, and I don't like that, because I think what made McFly special was always their very unique, specific sound, which they've kind of just lost in this album. This is the thing, it's not a bad song, it's just not a McFly song. This is actually feat Ratboy. I don't know who Ratboy is, so maybe this person's influence has made the song a bit less McFly, but I don't know. At this point, I just want to find at least one song on this album that's going to remind me of the true essence of McFly, and then I'll be happy. Next one. Okay, number 7 actually is a song called Growing Up, which they recorded with one of the members of Blink-182, and I actually really do like this song, because even though it's still not McFly in terms of its sound, at least it's a little bit closer to McFly because it's very punk, and growing up I really enjoyed punk music. I liked Blink-182 as well, so this vibes with me, although it's a bit strange because it kind of takes me back to like my teenage years, to the early 2000s, and I'm like, surely McFly, you're meant to be progressing with your sound, like what is going on? But at least I do like this song. Number 8 is a song called Mad About You. Loving the guitars, this is nice. Loving the blending of Tom and Danny's vocals together. Okay, so far from the new songs on the album that I hadn't heard before, Mad About You is probably my favorite. It's a good song. Like I said, technically speaking, I'd say probably all of these songs are good. It's just, they're just not McFly, okay? This does actually have a bit of a McFly sound to it, and I enjoy it. Next one, track number 9, is called Sink or Sing. What a weird title, okay. Again, loving the intro. That's a very nice intro. Okay. I mean, this is Danny, presumably. It sounds like Danny anyway. Very different, like just not the kind of vocals I've ever heard from Danny, and I like it. It's good, just again, very different to what I'm used to. I need to stop saying that. Also, I'm not trying to say different is bad, like I said. I think just having waited for so long, I don't know, like nearly 10 years or something for a new album by McFly, I don't know, I just was expecting something more McFly in terms of its sound, if that makes sense, but it doesn't make these songs bad. This is great and he sounds amazing, but it's the furthest away type of song that I can think of in terms of what McFly sounds like. Okay, well, I'm kind of done with this song. No offense, Danny sounds amazing. It's a good song. Not for me. If I wanted to listen to a song like this, I'd probably just go and listen to, I don't know, a random song out there from the top 20 songs that are here, like all the generic songs that you hear all the time. This isn't a unique song, I'm sorry to say. Next song, we've got 3 to go now. Number 10 on the track list is a song called Like I Can. This sounds like a One Direction song, which again doesn't make it a bad song. One Direction have some really good songs out there, but it's just, I don't know, maybe if I wasn't such a big McFly fan, I wouldn't be having such a big problem with this album, but it's because I know what McFly are capable of doing. I know how beautiful and unique and special their sound has always been. A part of me is just a little bit disappointed that they've done this, that they decided to just kind of stay away from what they truly are. And I'm not saying you need to stay in the same place. Like, I would be just as disappointed if this album was exactly like Room on the Third Floor, their first studio album, because then that wouldn't show any growth. But I think this is too much growth. It's not even necessarily growth, it's just a big change of direction, which I personally am not the biggest fan of, because I loved what they were more. If you're not a big McFly fan, if you don't know much about McFly's other songs, you might really like this stuff. Alright, we are done. We've got 2 more songs to go. Number 11 is called Wild and Young. Give it to me, the drums, love it. Okay, this is good so far. Hey, this is fun. I'm liking this. I'm liking the vibe. Yeah, this is good. I do really enjoy this song. I can see them actually opening their tour next year maybe with this song. It's got a good vibe to it, an exciting vibe. I've noticed though, in most of the songs, it's either only Danny singing or mainly Danny singing, or the other way around, mainly Tom singing and Danny just kind of doing the backing vocals. I'm not sure why they've done that again. This was always a staple thing in McFly songs, where for the majority of their songs, they would split it almost half and half, and I really miss that. Like, I don't understand why they've decided to not do that anymore. Alright, well, number 12 on this album is called Not the End, which is a bit ironic considering it's actually the end. It's the last song. Do you remember the last song, by the way, guys, from Radioactive? That's one of the best McFly songs I've heard. I wish this was more like that, but it's not. What can we do about it? I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this whole journey of me listening to these songs has gone a lot more differently than I thought it would. I was hoping to love the songs more, and I was hoping for more songs to kind of scream McFly to me, but they haven't. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna continue listening to them after this video, and maybe I'll end up appreciating some of them more the more I listen to them. Anyway, last song, Not the End. Let's go. Okay. I'm hearing rain sounds. Is it like a... I mean, it's nice. It's like a lullaby so far. A lot of oohs in this album. I mean, this is cute. Can't deny it. said, I do like this song, and I again imagine them playing this song as their last song of the tour maybe. Yeah, this is it. This was me reacting to McFly's new album, Young Dumb Thrill. Like I said, overall, it's not like a straight away love for me. I'm not instantly loving the songs, and I think it's because the reason I'm a McFly fan is because there was a particular sound that McFly had that I obviously love. Doesn't mean I can't appreciate other sounds, but if I wanted other sounds, I would go and listen to other artists, if that makes sense. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, why should I listen to McFly do these kinds of songs when there are loads of other people doing songs like this already? And I'm obviously not a big fan of those songs, because if I was, I wouldn't always go around saying McFly is my favorite band. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Leave a comment down below, let me know. I'm very interested to hear the opinions, especially of other McFly fans. When I say a McFly fan, I mean like an actual fan, a fan who's loved their music for a long time, who's heard most of their songs, if not all of them. I mean, you don't have to necessarily know every single lyric to every single song to be a McFly fan, but you know, just saying, oh, I know like All About You, and I know Five Colors in the Hair, and I know Stargirl, the 3 most popular McFly songs or whatever, I wouldn't necessarily call you a McFly fan. As in, your opinion as someone who's only heard a few of McFly songs before is obviously going to be very different to someone who's loved and cared about McFly for a long time and who knows every single one of their songs and loves all their songs for the most part. So yeah, I really want to know if you're a McFly fan especially, but also if you're just like a casual McFly fan, you know, someone who only knows like their top hits or whatever. I'd be curious to know your opinions as well, because I think you guys are more than likely going to enjoy this album because you don't care as much about what McFly's sound was, or you haven't heard enough of McFly's previous stuff to know how different this is. So let me know, regardless of who you are. If you clicked on this video and if you've heard McFly's new album, I would love to know your thoughts on it. Like I said, definitely not a bad album, just not what I expected. Especially having heard the lost songs that they released last year. There are some phenomenal songs that are like Break Me. Break Me was one of their lost songs, and Danny's vocals in it are phenomenal. And that is so different to anything on this album. And I just don't understand it. Like, Break Me was a lot more McFly. Break Me to me was a natural progression in their career, whereas this kind of isn't. It's very dancey. McFly have never really been a dancey band, but I know why they've done this. It's clever because the world wants dancey music right now. They want to be feeling happy and feeling like they want to dance, and sorry about the noise outside. I think my mum might have just come in, so it's probably time for me to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you want to hear more of my thoughts just generally about life, and I'm a big Disney fan as well. So yeah, before I go as well, I thought I would show you my tattoo in case you're a new person watching right now. This tattoo here, it's about a year old now, maybe a year and a bit old, and it's dedicated to McFly. I got this based on the lyrics of McFly in their song I'll Be Okay. Basically there's a bit where it says, and overhead the skies are clear but it still seems to rain on me. It's one of my favorite lyrics by McFly, and I used to love the song a lot, especially when I was a teenager. It helped me a lot, so I had the idea to kind of show it in an art form, the lyrics, instead of just getting the lyrics, which would have been easier, you know. It would have been a lot easier to just get the lyrics done from the song, but I wanted the visual representation of the lyrics, so this is it. It's meant to kind of show that I'll be okay, you know, even though overhead the skies are clear but it still rains on you, like it's constantly raining on me, even though everywhere else is clear. The girl's still smiling because she will be okay. Just thought you might enjoy this, you know, especially if you're a new viewer to my channel. So that is how much I love McFly. I've even got tattoos dedicated to them. So yeah, I don't hate McFly, obviously. Just wanted to make it clear that just because I'm not the biggest fan of this album doesn't obviously mean that I don't love McFly. I love them. I care about them. I want them to do the best songs that they can, and that's why I'm a little bit disappointed with this album. Right, I'm gonna go. Bye!